unhealthy EMF, high-frequency radiation fields that are contributing to your symptomatology and your disease process without a doubt.
Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day, hitting those EMFs on my body, giving me headaches and body aches. Here we go. We're going to talk more about the EMFs because I believe that it's affecting your health, and I'm just trying to share with you the information that I find. And I'm just trying to share our story on how when we left the city, our health increased exponentially. Even though they're trying to bring a lot more Wi-Fi towers and these solar farms, just hang tight. In this video, I'm going to expose a solar secret that nobody's talking about that could affect your health as well, okay? We're going to finish talking about the frequencies. Sabrina Wallace was on yesterday, and she's basically warning you guys that they're trying to turn, or are turning, our bodies into antennas so they can have person-to-person data relays, okay? Now think about the 15-minute cities. Think about turning up the frequencies to 5G plus. Think about the fellow that I had on yesterday, another doctor who was running around with his meter, which I actually purchased one, and think about the frequencies that he's getting around hospitals and around the cell towers.
You know, 0.4. Now let's see what happens when we get to this tower. This has been one of the big emitting towers that we've seen. There you go, right there. Look at those numbers, folks. Look at those numbers, right? And it's directly angled. Now we have another hospital right here, directly angled at this hospital. Can't make this stuff up. If you are in that hospital, you are being bathed in unhealthy EMF, high-frequency radiation fields that are contributing to your symptomatology and your disease process without a doubt. And they'll blame it on something else. Makes it easy to blame it on things when you can't see it. You can blame it on the rain, you can blame it on a ghost, you can blame it on whatever you want, because nobody can see what is invisibly cooking them all day and night, just like that. All right, we'll go hit one more point in a second.
So I started thinking to myself, man, I'm kind of getting it now, right? They inject the nanoparticles into your body. This is all just conspiracy theory, by the way. Don't pay any attention to this stuff. We're just letting it loose and having fun in the world of what could it be. And so they inject the nanoparticles into your body on a bio level, you know, experimental jab that they scare you into getting. And some people even got threatened with the loss of their job, you know, financially. But, you know, they put that inside your body. They have all the electromagnetic fields going. People are getting sick. You have your died suddenly people. See, when you're in nature, there's no electromagnetic frequencies. See that? And this is how we're intended to live. And EMFs also influence the process of human body and exert various biological effects on cells through a range of mechanisms. EMF disrupts the chemical structure of tissue, since the high degree of electromagnetic energy absorption can change the electrical current in the body. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of keep reading you this information as we're moving along here. I want you to kind of keep this on your mind. Okay, now I'm going to turn on this meter right here, and I'm going to show you guys what's going on with the electricity in this area this far away from the building. It's barely even registering. Okay, out here in the country we have no EMFs. As we walk towards the solar equipment, and there you have it. In a second it's going to bounce off the chart. It's bounced off the chart. Okay, 1 foot away, it's off the chart. You guys see it off the chart? Draw it back down. I'm probably 5 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. That's just the solar panels, y'all. Let's get everybody on solar, huh? That's the router powered by the solar. Pulsing at 8 to 1.9. So your router is emitting the frequencies too, the electromagnetic frequencies. By the end of this video, I'll show you guys how you can negate some of this. Every solar system is going to need batteries. These are the lithium ion phosphates. They're a little better than the regular lithium. And man, look at that meter. The closer you get to that thing, that's why I don't want to have this in my house. Alright, we're at 11, 13, 14, 15. Off the chart. It just went off the chart. Again, down here I got 3 of these batteries. Each one will bounce off the chart. Here is the solar inverter. Again, we're very close to it, and as you can see as we move away, that's about 4 feet, 5 feet. I only guy's going to talk about this, but see, if you guys remember, I built Mom a log cabin on our property, so she's on our property and she's fully hooked up to the grid. I just showed you the power that we provide to our building via solar power, and I showed you how it was blowing the EMF meter up. Now, here's the deal. I'm just going to be straight as I can be with you guys. You cannot beat the line to your house. The off-grid guy will tell you. You cannot beat the line to your house. The only problem with it is they control it. That's the only problem. But if it goes down in a storm, they're going to fix it a lot faster than if you have a storm with some solar powers. Let's say some hail comes through your area. Now you got to order new solar power, new solar panels. That's going to take a while. And in today's world, that might take a long while. So then you'll be without power for the whole time. The line guys, they get you going pretty quick. Now here, I'm right here next to this transformer. We don't have any smart meters out here now, so this won't, you know, on a smart meter you might get a different reading. And that's another reason why they're putting them in your houses, is the smart meters. All right, hope you guys are finding this educational. I'm going to bounce it all around and show you guys what I find here. I'm right up on this thing, okay? Look at the reading. Look at that. I mean, it's not even showing up. Okay, now let's walk over towards the house, and then we'll see how it gets as we get closer to the house, and we'll even go in the house. I'm trying to show you guys off-grid and on-grid. Okay, heck man, in this situation, now the only reason why that's going up is if you see that cord right there, that's her router, her antenna for her Wi-Fi. See that? We have to put the antenna outside, so that's why that thing kind of jumps up. See it jumping up? But out here, all around the house, even where the electricity from the ground, you know, we ran the line in the ground, and we bring it right here into the house. Look at the reading. Nothing. Okay, I'll go inside, show you a couple outlets. Here's an outlet inside Mom's house. No reading on it whatsoever. See that? So it's even safer for you. And that's the transformer up there. So even if that's putting out the EMF, it is not registering anywhere on the device. It is not registering anywhere on the device. As close as I can humanly get to it standing on the ground. Man, they were just saw with our own eyes. The regular electricity that you get from the line is not as dirty as the electricity that you get from the solar power. Wow, I would have never thought that, but I guess it's true. You saw it with our own eyes here, didn't we? Also, now we're going to look at what the cell phone does. Turn this thing on here. Holy cow, 7.42. Here, let's see what happens if we actually search the web. Are EMFs dangerous? Jumped up to 19. Now it's off the chain. Every time you use your phone to make a connection to the internet, can you guys see that? That thing is spiking like crazy. It made its connection, and now it's kind of going down. EMF uses low frequency electric stimulation of 120 hertz to activate muscle contraction. Oh gee, that's one thing they can do with it. All right, so what did we learn? We learned that the solar power is a lot dirtier electricity than the electricity at the home, at least in this case. You guys will have to do your own studies. But EMFs, high exposures to high levels of EMF have really, you know, been known to cause some problems on a cellular level, and then also with headaches, ringing in the ears, and stuff like that. So I just wanted to try to bring this little two-part segment to you guys, talking about the EMFs and how it's kind of a silent sickness. It causes dis-ease. And today we're actually going to give away this meter. If you guys want to get your own meter, maybe you don't feel lucky, that's a tri-field meter, EMF meter model TF2. That tri-field has several other meters. These seem to be the recommended meters of choice. There's a couple of different settings on there that you can check out. I'm going to give away this meter, one just like this one, brand new in the box in this video. I'll pick somebody underneath the comment section. Just leave a comment underneath my comment, and I'll randomly select someone from there and send out a meter so you guys can drag it around, check your surroundings, and see if you're getting an extra dose of EMF. But just again, I want you guys to think about 15-minute cities keeping us close together. 5G, pushing out those frequencies, sending data to a huge database, and they're wanting to get to medical diagnose and actually fix via web and, you know, electromagnetic stuff, transhumanism. And they're laying the groundwork for it right now. Leave a comment down below underneath the video to register to maybe get one of these, this giveaway here. I'm giving away one of these meters. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys on the next video. And leave a comment. Before you guys get out of here, back to the homestead stuff, why this is relevant. We actually have studies saying, let me see if I can find it for you real quick, about the bovine. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so we did some observed some abnormal behavior in a dairy herd kept in close proximity to a TV and radio transmitter. They found a reduction in milk yield, health problems, and behavioral abnormalities. After evaluating other factors, and concluded that the high levels of RFR were responsible. They removed one cow with abnormal behavior to another stable 20 kilometers away from the antenna, resulting in normalization of behavior within 5 days. Symptoms reappeared when the cow was returned to the stable near the antenna. In the late survey, Loescher also found effects of RFR on the production, health, and behavior of farm animals, including avoidance behavior, alterations in oxidative stress parameters, and ruminating duration. Okay, so this is why this stuff affects our lifestyle, because it's a silent wave of energy out there, and it's affecting our lives, and we got to get a handle on it. And we read the recommended amount that's, you know, let's say that, you know, these are safe levels, and these levels, a lot of the stuff is exceeding the levels. Who's in charge of collecting that data and holding the folks accountable? Because I'm not seeing anybody. Okay, so all I'm trying to do is bring awareness to the electromagnetic frequencies that are being bounced around right now, and they could have a detrimental effect on your health. And in the long game, as the Rockefellers file for their patents, they're going to use these frequencies and us in close proximity to have person-to-person data sharing. Just, it's sci-fi like you can't even imagine, and they're already heading that way. They believe that this is the time. They believe they have the infrastructure in place enough to force the issue. Whew. All right, now I'll see you on the next video. And that's your laptop, and that's why they say don't keep it on your lap if you want to have babies. Oh, hey, you stuck till the end. Good on you, because I'm going to give you a few tips and maybe you guys can get around this stuff, okay? One, plug your router and all your TV, smart TV, because that has stuff in it too. Plug all that stuff into a surge protector, and then every night before you go to bed, just click that thing off, the red button, and that way it turns off everything in your house. It'll shut all those frequencies down. Also, make sure you have your cell phone turned off and away from your bed. Do not have a smart TV in your room. Okay, that's a big problem, okay? It also messes up with your circadian rhythm. All these electromagnetic frequencies messes with your circadian rhythm, and that's the rhythm of digestion and sleep and awakeness and alertness, right? So make sure you're keeping that stuff away from you when you guys are sleeping. When you're sleeping, that's when your body is actually healing itself. So if you're being bombarded by this stuff all the time, your body's never getting a chance to heal, and that's why you start falling into these chronic sicknesses. And that's why your body's inflamed, you don't feel good, you're lethargic, you can't think straight, you have joint problems and tissue problems and all these problems. Okay? And thanks for staying to the end and getting that nugget on the way out. If you got any questions, leave them down below. Make sure you leave a comment underneath my comment, and we're going to pick a winner